Hello everyone, it is Mr. Shark Spambot here, and in today's video I'm going to be introducing reverse engineering. I will be using Ghidra to do the heavy lifting. If you want to follow along, you should install Ghidra by going to the releases and downloading this. Uncompress it and just run Ghidra run.bat or the bash file if you're using Linux. If you want to compile it yourself, the instructions are right here, although this takes a lot of time and getting into some errors might be frustrating, so I just recommend going to the releases and downloading the file. So first, let me just talk about what reverse engineering is. Reverse engineering is looking at a particular file and trying to understand what that file does. And so it gets more and more complex as you're dealing with like files which are obfuscated, have obfuscated information, and binary files. Usually when you think of reverse engineering, you're probably thinking looking at like the binary code of some executable in like a terminal window. That's not what it is. It's just understanding what a file does, although in high levels of reverse engineering, that's what it's going to come down to. But say just you have like a Python file and you're just understanding what it does. That's reverse engineering right there. However, in like the real world, it's mostly used to understand what malware does by malware analysts, and in that case, you're probably gonna have like multiple complex tools, like say Ghidra, Radare, WinDebug, IDA, Pro, Binary Ninja. But for the purposes of this video, I'll just be using Ghidra, and I will be reverse engineering the shellctf 2022 challenge, pulling the strings. Since it's called pulling the strings, I will first check the strings in this file. Since it's called pulling the strings, I would think that it just spits out a flag in the strings, but it clearly does not. So yeah, I could try running this. Oops. Give me something. Oh no, just give something to eat. I'm hungry. I'll give you salad, but I don't think that's gonna fill you. It does not. Let's open this up in Ghidra. And when the first time when you open it, it'll ask you to analyze the file. Just click yes and just click analyze. You don't need to change the settings at all. What I would just like to, I just jump to the main function and go back from there. This file does have a main function, and it's defining an integer as var1. It's long in offset character long. Okay, so it prints you're giving me something to eat, then a new line, then I'm hungry. So it's saying give something to eat. Yeah, there. And that is displayed right here. Then so there is no new line character after this, which is why it just goes straight into reading from standard input right over here, as you can see. So this is assigning local 158 whatever is read into standard input. This is checking if the value of flag is equal to local 158, and I believe what this function does is that it checks the size of the string. If it's exactly the same it returns 0. Let's actually check what this does real quick. This is, so it just compares, function that compares first string with string. So it returns the integral value indicating the relationship between the two wide strings. 0 indicates they are equal. A value greater than 0, yes, it indicates that the character is larger, and if it's a negative, yeah, it indicates the opposite. Yeah. And this is just checking if that's 0, it'll say thank you, it'll put it to standard input. In other words, it'll just print this out. So if we look at the value of flag, here is our flag. So that was a pretty simple challenge. The flag's not obfuscated or encrypted in any way, so that was pretty simple. That'll be it for this video. If you would like me to post any more reverse engineering videos, please do tell me in the comments. I am myself still learning some reverse engineering, and I am making these videos as I learn. But thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.